Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Apologies, I haven't put out any content in a couple days. My internet was out for on and off, couldn't get a stream going. Tried the other day to do some offline videos and couldn't even get like Arena to play cards out properly. So internet looks to be fixed. Had a technician in today. So back with some decks. So someone had requested, and I apologize, don't have the name on hand, that we revisit the Hush Titan archetype. So this is going to be a slightly different build on the kind of the theme. So Hush Titan comes from a couple cards. Hushbringer, it's a 2-mana spell. When creatures enter the battlefield, it doesn't cause the abilities to trigger. And then the Titan part is Kroxa, Titans of Death Hunger. If you play this out after the Hushbringer, the sacrifice effect doesn't come into play. So you just get a 6/6 for 2 mana. And then you also have Clackbridge Troll, which is a 5 mana that normally has the downside of giving your opponent 3 goats. And then they can sack those goats to tap it down. But with this here, you can just get a 8/8 trample haste. So it's kind of the theme of the deck. I'm building it in a Fires of Invention package. What I found was the deck was kind of at odds with playing out stuff. So if we can play out 2 things a turn for free, it lets us use our mana a little bit more efficiently. So generally when I play Mardu Fires, I usually pair it with Theater of Horrors. This lets us pair mana into it every turn for 4 to unlock the card that's hidden underneath. So it's virtual card advantage, which we don't get by not playing like the blue with the Cavaliers and stuff. So the rest of the deck, we have Shadow Sphere, which gets around the hexproof from Dream Trawler, but also gives trample to our bigger things, and lifelink. A couple Agonizing Remorse in the main. This works with Kroxa as a discard package. Angrath's Rampage can deal with creatures, planeswalkers, or artifacts. A couple Murderous Riders as removal. A couple Bonecrusher Giants as well. We want more 2 mana removal for the red decks, and this deals some damage. So want to see, might be playing Bedevil instead. A couple Clarions, although it does kill our Hushbringer. The mono red matchup's probably going to be bad for us. We can win with just big stuff. So we have those, the Fires, a couple Sorins. Sorins can rebuy certain combo pieces, as well as give our team lifelink. Because we're a Fires deck, we can play Kenrith. Notably with this, it's for haste, life, and reanimation. So we could, again, have another way to bring cards back from our graveyard. And then a couple Conquers Death, removal, and bring stuff from our graveyard. So kind of a theme there you can see. Mana base wise, I got 1 of each Scryland except black-red, because we're more predominantly in those colors, and then a couple Fabled Passages to also fuel the graveyard for Kroxa. Sideboard wise, we have 4 Devout Decrees for the red matchup, Agonizing Remorse versus Control, Noxious Grasp for Control, Robber the Riches versus Control, or just like slower decks, we can pressure them with the haste. Or counterspell decks even. There's been an uptick in like Flash. A couple Disparks for the bigger things. Another Flame Sweep. So Flame Sweep's interesting because it can clear out mono red, but our Hushbringer has flying, so it doesn't kill that. So that was some text someone mentioned in the comments. And then a Liliana for Dream Trawler. So we're going to run this, see how it goes. There's a couple days left. I have had a terrible month on ranked. I just haven't found anything to work. So I'm just going to play traditional for now with the brew. I'm trying to get into mythic if we can. I've kind of retooled the entire sideboard of Doom Foretold for the tournament this weekend. So mentioning of said tournament, Mythic Points qualifier on the 29th, Saturday. We'll be playing in that event. We qualified last month. So if you can swing by, please do so. It'd be awesome if you could. We'll be streaming that there. Probably going to be playing Doom Foretold. Been working on that. It's the deck I'm most comfortable with. We'll play first. Sure. If we need to be aggressive or defensive, it works. Would like a Fires if possible. So we'll be playing in that. So if you can, swing by. Otherwise, we'll have the VODs up on YouTube shortly thereafter. I'll probably split it up into a couple matches just to see. So that way we can pace it out. Depending on how well we do, I might not play it all in one sitting. And I'll still try to comment as much as possible, but a little bit more directed focus. So this is the Kroxa Bant control deck that's been everywhere. Oh, we are just... So they can Teferi bounce, but if they don't, then I just get Kroxa. So let's go for the combo here. And if they Teferi bounce, then I just Bonecrusher it down. They're probably inclined to do Uro this turn. Gets them ahead on mana. Opponent's playing very slow. Oh, that's perfect. Shuts off the Arboreal Grazers. Did they just miss a land? Hushbringer doing work. Alright, well, I came to do one thing and one thing only. So might as well just gain the life here. So next turn, if we can draw a land, then I'll play out another Hushbringer. Most of these decks don't play... do they play Shatter? Let me double check. It depends. Oh, okay. So one thing is Uro also survives there. So this one is interesting. Do we take the trade? I think we do because it gets the last card out of their hand. And we can deal more damage than they can. I think we just Theater of Horrors, try to get some card advantage going. Not hitting our land hurts. They had the Brontodon. So we'll see if they pop it on Theater. What they can do is block sack. We still get the damage regardless. Okay, that's actually okay. Because this means that we have Clackbridge for next turn. And then I'm going to just Bonecrusher probably the face. Clackbridge can also be a surprise attacker here. Ooh. That's fine. The nice thing about Kroxa is it gets under Conqueror's Death, whereas Uro doesn't. I think we just take the damage. Because they're gonna take 3 damage off the Kroxa, and then this is an 8/8 Trampler. So they can block here, but they're taking a lot of residual damage. Opponent is going very slow. Okay, so they can sack there. They have to block here. Thought this was only goats. So that's something to note. I thought it was only the goats that could be sacked. realizes they're dead. That was pretty sweet. We did the thing. So in this matchup, I think we want Liliana to get rid of Dream Trawler. We want the Remorses and the Noxious Grasps. I might actually want Robber in this matchup. Bonecrusher seems bad. Can probably get rid of Clackbridge, cut down one. Angrath's Rampage can be okay against their planeswalkers, but probably not the best. Shadow Spear could come out. We're not really going to be equipping. Murderous Rider's fine. Don't want the Robbers. Clarions could come out. And just one more cut. Shape down maybe one Hushbringer just because it makes their Uro. It's a bit of a liability for us to play it because we play it on 2 and then the Uro on 3. Be interesting to see if they cut the whatchamacallit, the Boreal Grazers. This hand's fine. We got removal. If we can draw out the fires, it'd be good. We always have it. Without fail. Okay, so we don't want any more lands. I don't think I want the troll just yet. So let's see what's hiding up in there. Okay, so we got Conquer's Death and Cavalier. Probably just get rid of the Cavalier. Cavalier being exiled is relevant. I think we... Well, they're missing lands as well, so let's just play this out. Make sure we don't draw lines, because if we can draw fires next turn, it'd be okay. Okay, they got Tef. It's probably just a down tick. That's perfect, because next turn I could Kenrith. They're actually 2 turns away from the land, so I can Clackbridge and Kenrith this turn. So I can give haste and I can gain the life, so that's fine. Let's play this out just in case there's a counter. Got him. This deck's sweet. This version feels a lot better than the first one. Let's run it through another one. Not sure why chat's not connecting. Gotta figure out that. Apologies if those in chat are trying to join. So this hand doesn't really do much. We're missing red mana, but we kind of got the combo. Let's try it out. Sweet. Got our red source. There's been a lot more teamer adventures since I forget his name won the tournament. Probably hold the Hushbringer for now to try to use it. Because if they just go Love Struck this turn, actually, we can take the 1 point of damage. Because if they play out another, like, small 1/1. Okay. Let's just do this. So I could Angrath's Rampage it. Or I can... I think we just do that. Play this tapped. Not sure. Chat's working the other way. Okay, I'll figure it out. I think I gotta reset OBS. Getting all the slow players today. The one thing is this deck, although it's like number 1 on the ladder, the guy won the tournament, it's quite intricate to play. Like the lines, like I've played a couple games with it, and there's times where you feel like I don't understand how you win with it compared to some of the other decks. Like he's 15-0 against blue-white, and I found that matchup a bit tough. So getting a lot of people playing it that just aren't familiar with the lines. See what they got. The deck also, when they have Clover out, so now I kind of regret it. I should have held the Rampage. I think we gotta wait for them to either be tapped out. I'm worried that they just have double Bonecrusher into this, and then I lose it, where I'd rather... Even worst case right now, if I Clackbridge Troll them. I want them to tap out if possible. It's fine. I can always Clarion. Because Clarion and Troll work pretty nice too, because you can give it lifelink, and then they lose all the tokens. Bruno. Come on, Bruno. Well, while we wait for the opponent, there's this cool thing. It's called Untap GG. So it's an overlay function that you can track all your stats on. I've been using this. That's how I've been doing like all the metrics for how I've been doing in terms of Doom Foretold. So it gives you like draw percentages, stuff like that. You can see your opponent's cards. It's pretty cool. Gives you a chance to draw lands. They can bounce. I think we attack in. They likely either just bounce the troll. I just don't want to give them a second target for the Brazen Borrower just yet. And then if they double target this, then they lose 4 life anyways. Come on, opponent. Maybe we want like an Idyllic Tutor in the deck. And we can play kind of like a toolbox of enchantments. So this deck, I'm not like worried about Embercleave or stuff like that to give them the extra bodies. They don't really buff their team. Come on. Like, I'd like to demo against this matchup just because it's going to be a lot more popular on the ladder right now. Might have lost connection because we're not even seeing like the little white lines. Alright, so they lost connection. Let me give it a reset arena just to make sure things aren't on our end as well. Seems like the stream's going smoother from the previous internet issues. So something cool as well while that fires up. So you can do your profile, it tracks all your like win percentages. So when you come down here, like Doom Foretold, I'm 94.73. Just trying out Fire's decks, wasn't doing too well. Mono red. You can just kind of see how all the performance goes for those. And then it pulls that together. So it only does it on ranked play, so we won't see it on this particular match here. It gives you all your breakdown based on matchups. It's a really cool tool. Finding a lot of kind of good info, tracks all your changes when you make like version changes to your sideboard. Alright, so I got a couple plays on 2, so I think we keep this. Probably want double black, just how this hand's gearing up. Because I drew Clarion, so it's a bit of damage, but I think I want to take an Annex if they have one, just so they're not left with the things behind. Torbrands are worse in multiples. Kind of regret not killing the thing now. They'll be able to light up the stage, so I think we just light up the stage here. Here I'm just going to Kroxa, play a line tapped. Their turn will likely be play out, play this out, Boulder Rush this, deal some damage, and then I wipe the board. Do want to hit a land, that's perfect. So maybe I just shock here. No. So if I could shock and... So if I shock, I could Hushbringer as well. But then this Steam King could kind of go off potentially, so I think we just wipe the board here. If they miss the land and they just play this out. No, so this is going to be... Oh, they go Annex. So Annex is a bit annoying. I can kill this. They get the tokens. I can kill that. I think what we do here is just play out Bonecrusher as a blocker. Then take the trade here. It's a lot of damage. Just not hitting the land here hurts. I'm gonna Murderous Rider this after attacks. That way they don't get the damage bonus. I'll probably just drop Bonecrusher here. Can get him to sack a creature. Doesn't quite help. We just missed too many lands. So I'm not going to show him any of the combo yet. Just never got to the lands. So Devout Decrees will be coming in. The Flame Sweep. Probably the Despark is also a reasonable call. Coming out. Probably... Nah. Let's see what we cut. So Agonizing Remorse we want out. Shadow Sphere is fine if we can get it going. Theater is going to be too slow. I don't particularly want to draw it. Probably going to cut two Trolls. The creatures turn on Embercleave. And with Castle Embereth, it's pretty bad. I might cut... Nah, we need a way to win. One more cut. On the play, maybe just shave a Kroxa. I'm going to shave a Hushbringer can at least deal lifelink damage. Can get it back with some stuff. Yeah, let's play the Hushbringers. Play it like that. Apologize again if anyone in chat's trying to message. It's not showing up on my end. I don't want to cut the stream just yet to restart OBS. Got double Decree. That should help us scry into Red Sword. I think we mulligan still. Feels bad. Keeping this based on fires. Running lines. Let's just fire up another one.